Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. We take a look at blood sugars. My blood sugar is 8.6 and we're going up. So just doing this after breakfast, so we're okay. I'm not super high yet. Don't have any correction lines on there. Those are the blue lines. Like that one right there. But we're all good. Today I want to discuss this little device. There's many different types of views and what did it do. Got some sugar or something on there. There we go. And this, I want to discuss how the glucometer revolutionized type 1 diabetes. Now, we are allowed so much more leeway because of that glucometer. Back in 1993, a 10-year test concluded, and the first big thing it showed was in type 1 diabetes, 76% of participants, they saw a decrease in eye issues, 50% in kidney, and 50% in nerve damage. Those are awesome numbers. And I can tell you that pretty well does the basis of this talk. Why I do these is to make sure that you are able to get as tight control as possible. Your doctor and you should have this conversation. And getting as close to a normal blood sugar will help stop complications. And thinking back now, this test was honed into us for so long that you sit there and you think, what would have been the different outcomes if we didn't have the test? Well, it should be common sense. We had insulin. We knew insulin lowered blood sugar. But it was up till then, no one kind of put the two things together. And I've got to admit back then, oh well, this is just the treatment. The glucometer is the device which allowed us to maintain these. Urine testing would not have done what this little device does. It tells you what your blood sugar is. CGMs are a takeoff of this. And it allows you to regulate what your blood sugar is. And do you need a correction? Do you need to eat? Back in 1993, I'm just thinking, that's about 30 years ago? No. Yeah, 30 years ago. That needles were still the shot. And a lot of people were really sort of put off that they had to give more than one shot a day. I was told I had to go to 2 shots pretty well a year and a half after being diagnosed. But back then it was, oh, so we could get better control. It wasn't that we could point out that you could ward off complications. Hell, it wasn't even that you feel better. Back then, it was still, oh, so that you don't lose an eye. Now, a lot of pumps and that allow you to read it just off your pump. Hell, pumps weren't even a thing. The CGM allows me to do a test whenever I want to. If I feel low, I can do a blood test. If I feel I'm going on the higher side, I can do a blood test and take action. It doesn't allow you to stop and, oh well, my blood sugar's high. No. You need to take the action in order to learn and to feel better. I keep saying that. That is the number one reason why I keep saying, sorry, I'll get my arm out of the way. Keep tight control. If you're a type 1 diabetic and you don't have a glucometer, get one. It's the sort of thing you buy, I think it's 100 strips. A lot of these companies will give you the glucometer. I had a glucometer. I didn't really drive, so I had one in my work bag. I had a couple in the house. I had one at the desk at the office. They are that important to diabetic care now. And don't feel that it's an intrusion. Doing a blood test is so much easier than what we had to go through before. We didn't have a meter to read how much sugar was in our urine. In fact, it was just, you matched a color up to a dipstick. But you had to do 2 separate voids. We don't have to prick our finger, ignore that test, and then prick your finger again to get a result. You just prick it, put it in the meter, see what it is, take action, and move on. I know I got a glucometer fairly early on in my school career. I think I was grade 11. September, I got the glucometer. And I thought, oh yes, this is nice. I could do a test whenever I want to. But idiot up here, it didn't click in that I could do it number of times each day. Or when I'm low, or when I'm high. If we didn't have this machine, I keep showing this machine, that test would have never happened. Because just think, having to go through this test, take shots throughout the day, and then have to go to lab a number of times a day to get blood work. People were so afraid, or people, when I say people, I mean a lot of medical industry in 1993 or 83 thought people are going to be low all the time. It's just going to cause mayhem. And in fact, the outcomes of these studies were so amazing that right across the world, the results were taken and saying, yeah, we got to do this. And to this day, you go into your doctor's office, you go into your diabetic nurse, they're going to want you to bring this machine. They want to make sure that you're doing the test correctly. So don't take it with you, learn how to do it correctly, utilize the machine. It does no good. Yes, I've got a meter, but you're not doing it. Nowadays, it can be tied with your pump. It could be a number of things can help you keep your blood sugars under control. Glucometers helped. So let's just keep it up. Utilize your glucometer every day. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.